4 minutes after 7 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago as we move into the second hour of Morning Edition, getting more reactions from a political perspective to the budget presentation, to Petrotrin, as to what is the state of Petrotrin. Phillip Alexander is with us this morning. Still the leader of the PEP, the Progressive Empowerment Party. Still the leader, because I don't know where this talk is going that you had stepped down from the leadership.
I had taken a break. It was tiring. This is a political party that
Good morning, by the way.
That had nearly 100 meetings in 2 years.
Okay.
It's been tiring, and right into that we also had an election to face, and we're building the party as we go. So there's a lot of responsibility, a lot of work, and
but so you are still the leader?
For as long as, yes. I mean, we have an internal election on the 21st of December.
Right.
Hopefully we get a better turnout than the PNM got in their internal election.
How much you all got for your last event? The last event that you all had in Central, the rally?
A couple thousand you all had footage here.
Okay, all right. But let's move along to the event, to the issue of the budget presentation, and specifically Petrotrin. What is the PEP's position on Petrotrin? Should the refining operation be shut down?
How could anybody in Trinidad and Tobago give an answer to that question when nobody has correct information on which to base it? The most important economic...
Currency Prasad Bishop just said no.
But I'm listening to people make pronouncements. But in June of this year, the chairman said Petrotrin was profitable, and by August, the PNM was saying that Petrotrin is destroying Trinidad and Tobago. How do you know what is true? We hear of a rumored McKinsey report that cost the nation $50 million. Nobody's seen it, but that is supposed to be the report that's guiding the government to make a decision. Until we have an independent assessment that gives the people a real position from which to determine, the oil and energy industry has its ups and its downs. The Russian news is putting out today, prepare for $100 oil again. So if $100 oil is coming, would that benefit Trinidad if Petrotrin is shut down? How do we figure this out? If the price of oil is $100 and we buying refined gas, are we buying refined gas after buying $100 oil to refine? What will that do to the price of gas in Trinidad and Tobago? I asked you before we came on air.
Yeah.
Ghassan Yusuf asked this to me yesterday. If there is no subsidy on premium gas and it is $5.75, regardless of the price, how come $28 a barrel or $82 a barrel, it is the same $5.75? Why doesn't it come down?
Because same like with the banks, everybody had to make a ton of money.
Exactly, and that's the point. When a budget is read, it should direct the country as to where we go from here. I heard the Minister of Finance say that the PNM has a rich and proud tradition of helping poor and middle class people own a home because they couldn't under normal circumstances. What he means is the bank charges and the mortgage rates that are charged in Trinidad and Tobago are rapacious, for want of a better word. When you pay for your house, if you buy a house through the bank in Trinidad and Tobago, you pay more than twice the value of the house at the end of the 20 years. Why doesn't the same government, instead of wasting money, building ghetto complexes through the HDC and the NHA, why doesn't it make it possible for the average person to just own a home?
But they are opening facilities which they say are not ghetto complexes, which are more middle class, which are even so-called upper class,
and again,
for people to go and live and build communities.
And that was them deviating from their remit. What they built in Diego Martin, Victoria, Villas, Keys, whatever, I don't know the name of it. That is not the purpose and the responsibility of a housing development corporation. You're not competing with the private sector.
So the responsibility is to build ghettos?
No, the responsibility is to make sure that the average person can own a home. The Progressive Empowerment Party says, you could offer, if the government wanted, starter homes for $100,000. There are houses built in Trinidad and Tobago that you could see, proper 900,000 square foot, 2-bedroom houses, starter homes, the world over they offer them to the people. Minimum wage earners in this country could afford to own a home if the government used the unit trust, home mortgage bank, First Citizens Bank, and offered financing, zero deposit, zero interest for up to 30 years. You can't take a house and hide it. You don't need to hire a bailiff to go and look for a house. If somebody not paying their mortgage, put them out the house, sell it again. But make sure $100,000 at zero deposit, zero interest for 30 years is $500 a month mortgage payment. A minimum wage earner mopping the floor in KFC or tooling a bottle of amalgamated security getting $2,250 a month. Normal banking lending criteria, 40%. $500 per $100,000 comes below that. You could make it possible for the lowest rung to be able to own a home. Once people could own their home, then you create communities that last.
So if it's as simple and as straightforward as that, why isn't it happening?
Corruption. Corruption. You have cloth sellers and restaurant owners, all of a sudden a government come into power and they get contracts, they build 1,000 houses. And then they take those contracts, they subcontract it. You know the jokes? We telling these jokes 50 years in Trinidad and Tobago. It's all corruption. HDC is a hotbed of corruption. If you did an inquiry into HDC, you'd have to jail former ministers. Jail them for the kind of billions of dollars that have been stolen.
But nobody gets
you have
jailed.
$1 billion missing from national security. That is ludicrous. National security's job is to make sure things
Only $1 billion?
That's what they account for, that missing. Talk about the billions that missing from the THA.
What are the billions that we lose in Petrotrin, World GTL, etc., etc.?
Everything that Malcolm Jones and Ken Julian did, they should have answered to this world through bars.
No, big well.
How could you say that it is possible for $12 billion to go missing in Petrotrin and $25 billion go missing in Clico CL Financial, and that the taxpayer take those hits and nobody be held to account? That there be no office of state in this country that is responsible for protecting the public's interest?
Yet you had the Prime Minister a couple of days ago praising Professor Ken Julian for taking all the licks, all the cussing, all the abuse that
gang members go back to gang members. Gang members go back to gang members. Keith Rowley is part of that gang. Keith Rowley is a face and a front for a corrupt, parasitic oligarchy, as Bastille Pandey used to call it. There is a combination of zealous business interests, Chamber of Commerce members, highfalutin lawyers, Trinidad's elite, a 1%. This nation is being fed upon.
Well, you realize why the PEP has no chance in election, because
I
we're
don't
attacking
agree with
everybody.
you. No, I'm attacking the people that we need to move. The voters of this country. Let me just say this.
The voters of Trinidad and
The
Tobago are
voters
the
of
biggest
Trinidad
crooks in have.
Well, you have to say that, but I can't. What
No,
I know
but
is,
you want them to vote for you.
not at all. What I'm saying is that people have had two choices continuously: vote black or vote Indian, and that's not a real choice. That's like carnival time. Get in your section. It is time that there be a political organization that is capable of leading the national conversation. Look, yesterday we solved the problem on Maracas Beach. People are coming to us like a shadow government. We dealing with the
What was the
issue.
problem you solved on Maracas Beach?
The gangsterism with the chairs and the umbrellas that CNC talk about is a video 2 weeks ago that I did live on social media with the tourist development company, 35 minutes and 20 transfers, trying to get to the person who's responsible and embarrass them nationally. The police station in Maracas, I called to say, people are being gangster on Maracas Beach. When are you all going to take action? Now we hear that they passed the contract to Unicode. Tourism development company trying to tell me
Passing anything to Unicode solves anything?
all those special purpose companies need to be shut down again. More corruption. Trinidad and Tobago, nothing that is wrong in this country is accidental. All of it is
Phillip
deliberate.
Edward Alexander.
Yes or no?
Let me ask you a
Yes
question.
or no?
What? Say it again?
Nothing that is wrong in Trinidad and Tobago is accidental. All of it is deliberate.
Absolutely, correct.
You talked to a man this morning about shutting down this alcohol.
Yeah.
When Hafiz Karamat was building this alcohol, we didn't need it. All of us, it was a national project that he ended up owning. Nobody understand that? Forget that. How is it possible in a country that gets 10 times the water consumption it uses just as rain, just falling from the sky? How is it possible that we've not yet elected a clown or a monkey mechanic that understands our job is to catch it, clean it, distribute it?
Because of corruption.
Water tank and water pump in this country is big business.
Because all of we thief.
Water truck is big business. But WASA, that we're spending billions of dollars on, every time a government change, burn down WASA records office. Why?
Wasn't the WASA supervisor assassinated because he tried to do the right thing?
So you knew Hooker? Elect to the government in this country people who are capable of bringing real forensic accountants, because I tell you something, from the Caroni Racing Complex come forward, from Johnny O'Halloran and them towers in Canada, it is possible to track every single dollar that was stolen from this country and bring those people to justice, even if it's
Which is
posthumously.
why, Philip Edward Alexander, you will lose your deposit every time.
And I will try.
Because
But you know what I'll be able to say?
The people of Trinidad
If I
and Tobago
retire,
like it so.
If I retire to Barcelona with a view of the Mediterranean Sea, I will do so with a calm conscience, knowing that I have tried. I have done my endeavor best for over a decade. You and I have been having this conversation for a long time.
Then it makes on the TV, people like it, then they go record like they're recording it.
I'm happy to see that you have a screen.
Put it on
I'm
Twitter,
happy to see that you have a screen.
Go get likes.
I am
we
the
have
one
a
who-
whale of a time.
But
You
you
see
see,
what
you're
it
making
achieves.
jokes about likes.
No, it
but
achieves.
your show is
It
based
achieves
on
nothing.
your show is based on a viewership.
Well, yes,
That's why
I am like
massive-
a wind-up monkey.
that's why
It make no difference.
one
This
Peruvian
show
media pays you the big bucks
to like a
because you
wind-up
bring
monkey.
an audience.
Right, but the point I'm saying is, does your advocacy, does
In
it
2
change
weeks,
anything?
in 2 weeks, the gangsterism on Maracas changed.
To come back again?
You may say that. Kiss Baking Company, we've sent freedom of information requests to 14 corporations. All have responded that says, Kiss Baking Company is breaking the law. They are vending illegally. They've not been given permission license. Yesterday I tried to call Rene Digans, the managing director of Kiss Baking Company. Michael Coelho, former owner of Coelho's Baking Industries, under whose name Kiss is trading now, was on the thread telling me, Phillip, you're damn right. Trying to get Rene Digans to explain to the nation how it is possible for the largest commercial baking enterprise in the Caribbean to be engaged in such unethical, underhanded,
So what about all
guerrilla marketing,
Okay.
trying to drive authentic entrepreneurs, small bakeries out of business. This evening in Belmont, on Pigot's Corner, opposite Vermont Bakery, who is there paying his taxes, paying his bills, hiring people from Belmont, Kiss Baking Company is coming to assault him by vending illegally across the road so people could stop and buy the bag of hops for cheap because they don't have a rent to pay. And in this country, I want to ask from the Prime Minister, come down, why is there nobody who is capable of acting on that? Faris Al-Rawi, Faris Al-Rawi stood
you're
up.
asking questions that everybody know the answer for.
But Fazil,
if you don't grease the wheels, you don't get anywhere.
we need to be able to now say,
the we?
you, me, all of the people. Fazil, you
I don't want to
you
die.
couldn't be doing
Well, I
this.
will die anyway, but I don't want to die because I pretend to be
Fazil, I
silent
saw
before.
how angry you got when the police went in your family house. I saw that. They touch you then. They touch you then. And I'll say this to you, let's not all wait for the wolf to touch us. Let us all start to think about this nation only better. 65,000
How
police.
many people do that, Philip Edward Alexander?
How
many people?
Everybody in Trinidad wants a better country.
For themselves.
We've broken the
They
national.
want a blight to do it. They see a long line, we almost line up.
Why?
But hey, and also, give me a chance.
If that is the truth of
Everybody wants a
if
blight.
that is the truth of our condition, why does every Trinidadian that go abroad assimilate themselves?
Monkey see, monkey do.
I'm not talking about the one who tried to thief the plane. I'm talking about
Monkey
the average
see,
person.
monkey do.
Get a
You're
chance.
going another place
Hope
that
and
disappoint-
opportunity. You get a chance of hope and opportunity. Trinidadians are at the forefront of everything in the world. We even at the
You
forefront
believe in
of
that
our
notice
business.
too?
That is not notishness. Just check it. Just look and see. We, for a tiny country,
Well, for a country with so much talented people to be in the mess that we are, what does that say?
politics, corrupt politics.
Who created politics?
To
You?
me-
Who
to-
created?
to-
Chinese,
What
Koreans,
what Eric
Congolese,
Williams, what Eric
who
Williams,
created?
what Eric Williams did in 1962, what we've been living.
You and all your partners who are on Arpit Avenue and think we're having a good time on a Friday night.
My
and
partners
they're having a
on
whale
Arpit
of a time.
My partners on Arpit Avenue. If you're stalking, stalk well. I don't drink, I don't lie.
I never say I drink, you know,
I
you
spend
want to hear.
all of my time fighting this mission that you laugh at me for. You think that
I
I
am
am
laughing
on a,
at you, but I know. The point is that.
Fazil, you think that I am on a fool's errand. You think that Trinidadians are racist and naturally corrupt. You think
Naturally,
that
naturally.
you think that we will never be able to unite the races. But I'm going to tell you something.
Never.
I will
The
try.
one time it tried to happen, the one time it tried to happen, 1986 and 1991, we had a quartet. The one time that there was an attempt by
Forget the quartet in 1990. In 1988, when we ended up with Club 88, and
Yeah.
Robbie became the Une of Ife from Africa,
Yes.
race politics destroyed the NAR long before Abubakar and his stupidness.
What created, okay, we don't have time to go into
Race
it.
politics destroyed it. Bastio Pandey said he taking his Indians and go.
Right.
When Kroko sang Thomas Barnard can't live in the same hole.
Right.
That's what happened.
Right.
Racist politics.
I said,
Trinidadians.
this country is
We are
ungovernable
upholding-
because of Trinidadians
Okay.
themselves.
Okay. So if I agree with you there,
You don't agree?
no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you this. You cannot just blame people for a circumstance and not give them an alternative to the
I'm giving you the
circumstance.
alternative. Do the right blimmin' thing.
I am saying to you that doing the right thing, an election come along and your only choices is a black party and an Indian party, you're still channeling them.
That's
to
why I
say
stamp all three.
the Progressive Empowerment Party exists to give the people an opportunity to unite as one people under one flag. I have been doing this for a long time. If you had used this opportunity to ask me about the budget and we talk about every single issue that the Minister of Finance failed to address, let's talk about it. Let's talk about education. And I talked about it last time. In 45 seconds, we did our budget. Last time I was here, education, we need a 10-year education system, abolish the child abusing SEA, zone the schools, give the children a GPA so you can track the performance.
But you can't even touch the concordance.
So, but you can.
No, you can't.
Fazil,
because all the big people with their
you
good
absolutely
friends
can.
connected with
There
the
are
children,
no
they're
sacred
not
cows.
touching it.
Keith Rowley
We have
just
sacred cows,
Keith Rowley
bulls,
just
goats
proved.
and fowl.
Keith Rowley just proved. Keith Rowley just proved in Tobago and in Trinidad that they have no sacred cows. That if you put the right face, you could displace anybody. They've destroyed Tobago for sandals, and they destroyed Petrotrin for a Chinese and a rapacious 1% that gorging. The Communication Workers Union is represented by attorneys in the belly of the PNM. How are we going anywhere when it's himself to himself and left pocket to right pocket every time?
As far as
How
that,
does,
we like it so.
well, I want to tell you, in that same song that he sang sarcastically, like when they sang We Jamming Still,
yes,
and we jammed to that,
yes,
we're not getting the message, and I agree with you there. But I think that you and I have a responsibility, if only to posterity, to say that somebody rang the bell. Somebody said, Rome is burning, Camelot is collapsing, the Titanic is heading for an iceberg.
Okay, but you are not the first to do this. Jean Miles tried to do it, and look what happened. They drive the woman mad.
Jean Miles, National Security under the NAR,
Salman Richardson,
Dana Sitahal.
Dana
I
Sitahal.
know every single
People
time.
try to do
Fazil,
the
when
right
I
thing in
step
this
out of
country.
your TV station
Yeah.
this morning, I have to look left and look right, not for cars. I know the danger I put myself in, talking about my family members in the 1% and what they do. This country is broken by deliberate design. The PNM and
But
the
it is
UNC.
allowed by the people. This is what I keep. The same people.
You see, it's
that-
a chicken and an egg. Eh? The PNM and the UNC are front for corrupt business who have one mission: thief as much money as you could. Call it what you want, call it contract, call it business, call it cost overruns. Faris Al-Rawi told the nation last year that he agrees taking away the contract from Mikey Aboud and Amalgamated Security for justice on time and put the courts outside the jail will save us hundreds of millions of dollars. But that was just talk. The Minister of Finance didn't address that in the budget. Again, 3 budgets have passed.
Yeah.
3 budgets have passed. We pay more for ambulances than we should, and we don't get the service that we deserve. The entire thing is broken by deliberate design. You and I could sit down here this morning and run a list of all the things that need to be done to be solved. But you can't do it unless you have government power. We've never had a government. We play politics. Stuart Young's job is to pelt insults at the UNC. And what's that Parima? What's his name? Rodney Charles.
Rodney Charles.
Pelted back. And that's what Trinidadians, we take jokes.
Nice video
Parliament
clips
as
for the news.
theatre.
Yeah.
Parliament
In
as
Parliament it
theatre.
kicks in.
In Parliament we kicks in. But we can't continue. We the people, at some point,
That's a nice line. We the people, because it's from the U.S. Constitution and so on. But what are people doing?
we the people,
If the
France,
people
the
going
US
on
stole
a,
that.
the people are not
But-
going on a Friday night to have a good drink and then come back and continue.
You blame Trinidadians for wanting to
Who-
get drunk and
who you
high.
blame?
You blame them for wanting to
But
get drunk and high.
if you consider drunkenness to
Look
be
at
your
this
alternative
country.
to
Look at
this,
this country.
you really
The
serious?
banks are allowed to buy US at $6.01
Yeah.
and sell it for $6.77.
Yeah.
That is called the spread. That spread, that ridiculous 77-cent spread, puts a 13% tax on everything imported in this country. The government and the central bank have responsibility to close that spread to 3%. Nobody having that conversation.
But Philip, we
There is
just,
no-
we just have a couple of minutes left. But I just
why,
want to,
why do you only give us
I'll
10
give you
minutes
more 20
twice a year?
minutes.
Not at all. We get 10 minutes twice a year. The only political organization, and when I come here, you know, no matter how you feel, I engage you.
Yeah.
Because we talk.
No,
this
they give
thing-
us nice clips for the news
This
and
is
on
not
social
just clips
media.
from news. This has to be about
No, but for-
facing the reality
Yeah.
that our country is broken. We are going to end
Philip
up in a
Alexander,
crisis.
you could shout to the top of a mountain when,
Direct.
when there's no carnival.
Directly to the mountain.
You could shout to the top of a mountain. Nobody in this country seriously will take you on
I think
because everybody
you know
is
what,
willing to
you know what I want to
compromise.
say to you in response to that?
Yes.
That Trinidadians and their complacency that we talk about, what worries me about that is like it is a slow but steady build of pressure. And I think that a day is going to come when that pressure is going to have to be released.
Didn't somebody say they raised the price and nobody rioted?
I hear him, but I am saying it may not have been the catalyst for the release, but Trinidadians are not going to be able to take much more. You have brought your...
Just bring a second carnival, that's all.
I watched Surud Rambachan.
There's somebody whining on a stage on some bottom and get everybody happy.
I watched Surud Rambachan under the UNC, Unite, Cocorite, and Westmoreland. But just by closing the switchback, and I told him the day before, if you close that, you'll cause a riot. Because you will add $4 to the transportation charges of poor people who can't afford it, and you will send maxi taxis and truck through Admiral Drive. And
where they don't want them.
They don't want them.
They don't want the Ghettorians in the area.
So the Ghettorians was burning wood, and Westmoreland was providing the wood. He united them. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? There is going to come a time when one of two things will happen. We will either unite as a nation behind real, progressive, empowering policies that fixes this tiny dot in the ocean. Your Prime Minister said we don't have enough land to grow food. But in Germany, they're growing 50-story buildings of food. That they're using 1 acre to feed 100,000 people.
I'll give you 30 seconds more to make a final.
Thank you very, very much for having me here, Phillip. I have nothing else to add. It's always a pleasure.
Edward Alexander here with us. It's good entertainment, whether people take it seriously or not, but there are some serious issues to deal with. But as I said, if people think we make it light of a very serious situation, it's because we're doing just what all leaders do every Friday night. Drink all this stupid, but without the alcohol. We'll be back right after this.
Once a month, bring me on. We wait till. The cameraman doesn't remember why they like that.